Hey guys, Judd coming at you from the carriage house. Today we are making some fancy coffee. Ooh, that's hot. That is hot. It's good. But that was, ooh. Because we are getting fancy with Instagram. If you've been on Instagram for 5 seconds, you've seen these cool profiles with grid layouts so that it looks like a pieced together image in their grid. Now there's a handful of apps where you can do this. You can download them for free. You upload your picture and it slices it up. And then when you're ready to post, you see that ugly watermark in the corner. And they're like, yeah, we'll take the watermark out for $2. I don't know about you, but I have a problem paying money for something that I can do myself. Today, we're gonna learn to take one picture and make it into a grid layout. It's free, there's no math. The only math that you're gonna need to do is counting likes and followers. Let's do this. So we are upping our game today by making our own Instagram grid layouts. But we're also gonna be able to use the same principle to make a seamless multi-post. More on that later. Let's slide over to the Mac. So I've got Photoshop open and I'm gonna create a new document. Now the sweet spot for Instagram is 1080 by 1080 pixels, so that's what I'm gonna make the width and height of my document. And I'm also gonna click artboards here. Now artboards are usually something you use in Illustrator, but they can be very helpful in Photoshop, as we're gonna see here. So I'm gonna click create. So now we have our canvas. It's a square 1080 by 1080 canvas. So this is gonna be one post, but we need 3 posts. So what we're gonna do is create 2 more artboards. So if we come up to the top of our tool palette here, hold down our move tool, we get the artboard tool. And you can see we'll get these little plus signs all around. So all we need to do is go over and click it. So now we have 3 artboards side by side. Now the great thing about this is that it gives us a preview of what the grid's gonna look like, but we need to move these artboards closer together. So if I just go to the edge of this artboard, click and drag, I'm gonna hold down shift so it stays in a straight line. Do the same to the other side over here, click and drag. So now we really do have an accurate representation of what it's gonna look like. Now the last thing I'm gonna do before I add my image is rename these. So I'm gonna rename these in reverse order. So post 1 is gonna be on the right, post 2 in the middle, and post 3 on the left. Double click and rename. The middle one is post 2, the one on the left is post 3. Now I'm gonna tell you later why this comes in handy. So I have post 1 selected now, and I'm gonna drag in my artwork, and it's here on the desktop. I've got this nice picture of the Bear Mountain Bridge that I took on Christmas Day when it was snowing. And now I'm gonna drag this picture across all of the artboards. And I want it to go all the way across. So this image is on this far right artboard here, but we need it to go across all of them. So what I'm gonna do is over here in my layer panel, I'm just gonna duplicate it and move it to each artboard. I'm gonna click and drag it to the new layer panel, and that duplicates it. Do that one more time. And I'm just gonna drag these to each artboard. So I've got 3 images, but you're saying this looks like shit. Well, there's a very, very easy way to get this picture to line up. On post 3, I'm gonna go up to my align tool up here, and I'm gonna click on the left align edges. And in the middle artboard, I'm gonna do the align middle, and boom, there we go. Now I'm looking at this, and I kind of just want everything to shift down compositionally. I wanna see a little bit more of the sky, and I want the bridge to be a little more centered. And what I'm gonna do in my layer panel is select each of the images, and then I can move them all as one. So now all we really have to do is export this thing. So we go to File, Export, Export As. You get this dialog box, and it asks us what kind of format we want. And as you can see over here, all of our posts are lined up. I'm gonna change all these to JPEGs. And my image size stays the same, 100% scale, and I just click Export All, put them right on my desktop. So what's great about this is since I named my artboards, I now know the order in which to post these. If you think about your grid left to right, you have to post in reverse order so that the posts move sequentially along your grid. So the only thing left to do now is get these on my phone. You could email them, but I like to airdrop them, which is really quick and easy. So just open up my airdrop in my Finder, unlock my phone, and drag it right to my phone. So I'm gonna open up Instagram right here, and immediately I see a Drake meme, which is awesome. If I go to add post, I have all my posts here. So I'm gonna do post 1 first. You don't really wanna edit these because you don't want different looks between the 3 different posts. It'll break up your grid and not look good. You can add a filter if you want, but make sure you add the same filter to all 3 posts. So that's it. Now I go over to my profile page and there's my grid. As you can see, I've done this with a lot of other stuff, logos and such. Not only can you use this for your grid layout, but you can also use it for a multi-post to make a seamless image. So to show you what I'm talking about, I switched over to my personal account and I'm gonna click the multi-post icon right here. And these actually you wanna be in reverse order. So you actually wanna post this left to right. So I'm gonna post this all as one post. And now as you can see, as I scroll over, it looks like one big image that you're scrolling across. What's also great about this technique is that you can reuse it over and over again. Since these are linked files, all I need to do is go over to the layers panel, right click one of the images, and go to relink to file. And I can actually replace this image with a different one, and click place, and Photoshop's gonna do all the work for me. So everything is already laid out. Again, if I wanna move this, I just select all of the images and I can move them all as one. Now if you wanna use this template and you're working with a different image size, all you need to do is resize it. So you select all the images, click and drag, make sure you hold down shift while you click and drag, and bring it to the edges. So now you're all set up with an Instagram template for your grid layouts, your seamless multi-posts. You are ready to kick ass on Instagram. Those likes and follows are gonna start rolling in. If you use this tutorial, let me know in the comments, put your Instagram account. I wanna see the awesome stuff you're creating. Follow me on the gram so you can see these posts. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, it makes a big difference. If you wanna see more videos like this, click subscribe. Thank you for stopping by the Carriage House. I'll catch you guys next time.